All right, man. This is one last glass. Yeah, I mean, this is just a off the cuff type of thing. So we'll see what happens. Um, is there anything you specifically want to talk about, brother?
Hmm. I mean, there's realms and several of our common interests that we could talk on, like
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
not being in the mood for mania, several anime coming up, gaming scene. Like it's so much. Like even in the music scene, like, there's many avenues we can go, brother. I don't know.
Yeah. Wow. Let me think. Is Mania not great this year? I don't know. I and
Bruh, like I think what kind of threw off the energy of Mania is like we kind of saw WWE for what it is, and it's just being strictly a business
yeah,
versus like actually giving a fuck about wanting to display people wrestling slash telling a good story. You know what I mean? Like we kind of think I think that's the realization that kind of hit everybody collectively, and it's like, fool, we like because the thing is like WWE's capable of doing it, they're just not willing to do it all across the board. You know what I mean? Like because whenever they tell the stories that are phenomenal, it's really only in one division. That's it.
and not even really division, bro. It's like they just choose one story per show, and they're like, this is the long term thing we're doing, and everything else, yeah, we don't care about that.
Like, mind you, Roman is like one of the best things that got going.
If not the best.
Yeah, because I'm like, bruh, Roman being a dickhead Samoan mafia boss is like one of the best things they've done, period. And I'm like, bro, like, it is such a amazing thing to behold because it's like that air around him is different. You know what I
It,
mean? Like, that
they wasted 5 years trying to build him up into something when they could have just let him do this for 5 years.
because it was 5 years of testing the waters with this motherfucker, and I'm like, bro, let him be the Samoan Mafia Don, because I refuse to acknowledge him as the tribal chief. But like, so that is my alternate name for him, Samoan Mafia Don.
I
So
mean,
like,
yeah,
yeah, because I'm like, I'm sitting there like, Roman literally has everything now. I'm like, bruh, him being this character and fully embracing that shit is phenomenal. It is.
he always had the in ring stuff. He didn't necessarily have the mic skills, but then once you let him be this uh, disillusioned, scary, soft spoken mafia dude, that's when things took.
Yes.
That's when things like, oh no, this dude is he's crazy. He's a nutso.
Man, psycho, but you love seeing the psycho come alive. Like, cause it's like it's not necessarily like, oh, he's crazy. It's like, oh no, he's got like a really crazy streak. And I'm
Yeah,
like, it
he
I
be
mean,
choking fool. He be choking fools out. Like he has
got guillotine fool. Like
he has different things in his character now that makes him that fits with his character. And you got to think too that
Mhm.
this character has found a way to make Brock Lesnar the smiley baby face. How has this happened?
We are truly
It's amazing.
salute to Danny Myers. We're truly in a parallel universe, truly.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Like it's
like now, stick. I want to harken back to something that you used to do. I don't know if you're still planning to do it. Fantasy book the person to break Roman streak and to take the title from him.
oh my god, man.
Because there are very few options at this point, mind you.
I just I mean currently on the main roster?
Eh,
Holy
I
shit.
don't at this point I don't know cause okay, all right, look, here's the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. But the way Roman had all his feuds set up against him was
Mm.
kind of brilliant. But it's like first feud was Jay and Jimmy. Like honestly, that might have been the best stretch of where you've seen Roman like really be manipulative and be like kind of calculating and shit. Like it was amazing storytelling, even for people who aren't fans of wrestling. Like the storytelling of like family turning it back on family
Yeah,
just to keep the power that they have a hold on. Like that's an amazing story in general.
I agree.
And outside that scope, he went from I'm trying to remember who he went through outside of Jay and Jimmy. I think it was Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens was next.
Yeah,
I think.
KO amazing, Seth amazing, Edge fucking phenomenal. Daniel Bryant really went to AEW after this shit,
Yeah,
and arguably might have been like one of the better exit stories I've seen with the release WWE star, like with Roman and Daniel. Like it was amazing,
yeah,
really was. I'm like, bruh, like Daniel Bryan went out on one of the best matches possible. I'm like, I wouldn't have been mad, fool. Like,
yeah. I mean, oh man. I mean, you can tell the next person up that's probably setting up to face him is probably Drew. Um,
nah, he ain't gonna take it.
but I don't think they're building Drew to beat him, bro. I don't see it. Cause I
He
mean,
ain't gonna take it. It already happened. Like Roman already whooped his ass. Excuse me,
he's
he
not.
already whooped his ass. Like,
Yeah, he's messing around with like Madcap and like Baron. So I'm like, I just I don't see that. I mean, I'm gonna tell you who I think it's gonna be. I'm gonna tell you who I think it's gonna be,
why do I feel like I know who you're gonna
and
say?
I don't necessarily think it should be this person. I think they should just take somebody that they have already on the main roster and build them up to do it. But I think the plan is Braun Breaker.
I had a feeling you was gonna say
I
that.
think Braun Breaker is the long term plan for them. I think Vince saw him recently on Monday Night Raw, and he was like, "Oh no, 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 he needs to be up here now." And
Well,
I think that's why Dolph won the NXT Championship very recently. And I think Braun Breaker is very soon for the main roster, and I think he's going to be the guy that gets brought
I,
up and taken down.
I'm gonna be straight up. Like the fact that Vince and whatever his like yes men are saying are running NXT as far as like creative and shit. Like that's pretty much what's about to happen because like they're directly overseeing all the talent in NXT now versus Triple H.
Yep,
Because like you could tell the distinction between the Triple H era of NXT and then the now era of NXT.
yep,
Like, and mind you, it's not a knock to anybody now in NXT because like we're seeing a bunch of fresh faces and seeing where the potential could be and what they're able to do. But like, bro, Braun Breaker, like I could legitimately see him being on the main roster and not really being a hindrance. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like I
yeah.
see it because like he's solid in the ring, solid on the mic, like all around. Like that's literally the prototype of what oh my god, I need somebody big and beefy and can talk on the mic. He might not be stupid. You know what I mean? Like that's that shit.
That's clearly where they're going, and I don't have a thing against Braun Breaker. I think he's solid. I would much rather him be,
He's already wrestling royalty too. So there's that.
that's the thing. Like, bro, just let him be a Steiner. Like,
Hey,
I know he's a
can't
Steiner. I love the Steiners. Just let him be a Steiner. It's fine.
market the marketability. They're not gonna do it. Like
But
I might be watching too many wrestling like review videos, but like no way, nah. Like they gotta own the intellectual property.
I
Nah.
know, but it's silly. Um, but yeah, I mean, that's the only person right now that I can think like, oh, they're building him up. They'll build him up to beat Roman. But even then, it's like when though, because they still have to do Roman versus The Rock. That's clearly what they're doing next year for Mania. They're not gonna fool me. I know what they're doing. Homeboy's gonna hold one of them belts. He's gonna beat Brock Lesnar.
Ain't no one. He's gonna hold the universal title, like, cause
Well,
if
it's a unification match coming up soon.
I mean, yeah, I mean, he's gonna hold on to the world title. Yeah, he's gonna hold on to the WWE title. Cool, but like he's gonna eventually drop it to somebody. But he's still gonna have a grip on the universal title because he's
I,
made it the most relevant it's been since its inception.
sure, that's true. That's very true actually.
Cause I'm gonna be straight up. I can't remember shit before Roman really had a grip on the belt for real. Like obviously the hiccups with it, but like Roman made it a more prominent title than it was initially. Because sadly, it's just been a victim of bad timing, you know.
Yeah, Yeah, I'm not mad at the way they book Roman, only because like his character is still compelling. Like you can see his descent into madness, and
Yes,
I like that.
fucking love it.
I
Like,
like that. It's just oh okay, it's safe finally. It's just that my thing is that they haven't built anybody believable enough to the point where I'm like, when they're like, oh, Roman Reigns is taking on this person. I'm like, well, I know he's gonna win. Sorry. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're
right. I
like,
got
why am I tuning into this to find out how he wins? Like, I don't care how he wins, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like they haven't built anybody up where I'm like, all right, cool. He has a legitimate chance of beating him.
I mean, they had somebody before they went to AEW. You know that there are limitless possibilities to who I could be thinking of at this point. You
Sure,
know what I mean? But I'm not gonna dwindle my hope because they're gonna prosper
sure,
wherever they may. You know what
sure.
I mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you know, that aside, I honestly don't know. I don't know who could take it from me because, like, if they did all this just to have The Rock beat him, like, it's gonna be so redundant. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a callback to one, look in my eyes. What do you see? This fire burns within me. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think The Rock beats him either. I think Roman beating The Rock would be like this his final like
that's gonna make him a goddamn legend.
that'll be his final form. That'll be his that'll be that'll be his Frieza final form, bro.
You fool! This isn't even my final form.
That'll be it. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's his feather in the cap.
No, I get it because it's like the way they're building Roman to be untouchable. Like now, here's a parallel for you, Stick. Like the way they attempted to build Brock about how he was being untouchable when he was like the unified champion slash universal champion.
Yeah.
They're getting right with Roman. Like what they tried to do with Lesnar, they're getting right with Roman, and that's fucking scary. Like
I think the thing about the way they did Brock is Brock wasn't always on TV, and that was the issue. That was the biggest issue with Brock is Brock wasn't on TV. You can't have your the top title just disappear for like 3 weeks. That's weird, bro.
yeah, I was gonna say, just like you can't have the top title be taken away from three people who truly deserve it, in Kofi, Brock, and Big E. But anyway, what?
Yeah. I mean, it's a crazy coincidence that he beat all three. That's it's the coincidence is nuts.
I'm
like
just saying, look at the coincidence of all three people he took the title from.
The Kofi one was definitely bullshit.
Absolute bullshit.
The Kofi one was absolute bullshit. Like that was like, bro,
Bro,
like I mean, I get it, bro.
real rule,
You're trying, but see, the problem with that one was like, oh, it was building up to Brock versus Cain Velasquez. But I'm like, I mean, that match was like 7 minutes at best.
Kane literally wrestled one match. It didn't amount to shit in the long run. You know
Yeah,
what
I
I mean?
mean, if we got the Cain Velasquez that was trying to shoot a dude because whatever, that I would have took that one. Yeah, but the Big E one, I'm not gonna blame Brock too much because that was more of a product of Roman getting COVID.
Right. I understand that, but all the same, there could have been any other ending to that match other than Brock becoming a champion again.
Putting him in the match,
Yeah, it
I
felt
was
like
like, yeah, he didn't really need to be in there.
yeah.
He didn't need to be in there. Yeah, that match was fine with just the four people that was already there. Oh,
It felt like such a redundancy. That's why I was like kind of
because
against it.
then he lost it later, like the next month, and I was like, that didn't make sense.
Because you're padding up the resume for what? Like, because a lot of
He
people's
don't
resume,
need it. He don't need it.
yeah, because you look at a lot of people who are multiple time champions. A lot of those
Yeah.
resumes are
Yeah.
short reigns. Like, and like I really wasn't trying to do this tonight, but fuck it. Like John Cena and Charlotte, right? Like half of their reigns were unjustified. I'm not saying that they aren't worthy of having them, but
Right.
they're justified from the people they took it from. That's what I'm saying.
Charlotte really has like great reigns as champion.
I honestly can't say there was a good Charlotte reign.
Maybe the Diva her when she first got the Divas Championship because that was a long reign because it turned into the Women's Championship.
Yeah.
But other than that, like I can't be like, oh, this specific reign was great. I can point to Becky Lynch. Oh, Becky's had this belt for whatever. I can point to Bailey. The pandemic reign was crazy. You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying? I can point to those two different points, but like Charlotte's reigns have never, no matter how many she has, it's never felt like, oh, I remember Alexa Bliss reigns more than Charlotte reigns than Charlotte Bliss, Charlotte Flair Jones. You know what I'm
Oh, that's
saying?
the
So
wild
like,
part, bro. Like,
you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I think it's more like that's again not a knock against her or John. It's just
Yeah,
like
that
I prefer longer. Um,
more substantial reigns.
yeah, like you had a run. Like, oh, I remember this match when he had like John Cena's United States Championship run,
Bro,
crazy
that
run.
is bro,
That's what
that is easily one of my favorite John Cena runs.
that
Cause
may be his
every
best championship run ever,
bro,
in,
every
including all his titles. That
like
might be his best run.
because every match meant fucking something. Like he put the
Yeah,
title on the line every week, and every match was fucking amazing. And it's like,
he gets a
oh,
lot of slack for not being a great wrestler. John
bro,
Cena's a
like
good
I'm
wrestler,
sitting
bro.
there like I'm sitting there like, bro, if you look at like the indie legends that people hold up in a high reverence, and they were against John Cena, and they gave him his best matches in probably the last decade, KO, Nakamura, Styles, like look at all the matches with Cena.
Sami
You can't
Zayn.
argue that they are Zayn, like they are all fucking classics,
Mm-hmm.
easily, easily.
Mm-hmm. I just yeah, I like I say that's a good point to bring up, man. Just it's just that I like I said, I prefer reigns that like okay, I remember these specific matches during this reign versus oh they had a bunch, but
Right.
none of them were actually you know what I'm saying. So I don't know, man. Reigns has this thing where he has both. Like he has a long reign, but he's also had some good matches in between and good moments.
Exactly, and you can't argue that with Roman. Like he's had amazing ass matches to
Yeah.
justify this long ass reign. Like with Brock, like when he I'm trying to remember when he was WWE champion, like 2015. Like the only match I can really remember on the top of my head was him Seth Cena. That's it. Everybody else he
To be fair, to
F5
be
I got dipped. Like
to be fair, that was a great ass triple threat match.
that's what I'm saying. It was a phenomenal
That
match.
was a great
And
ass match.
yeah, and I'm like, other than that, I don't remember shit from Brock's reign. I don't at all.
The only thing I remember from his reign was when he first got the belt and he beat the shit out of John Cena. That is probably the greatest squash match of all time, and it's not even close.
Arguably,
It's
arguably,
not even close.
this is not even cool.
Not even close. I was like, dog, they're doing because like the whole thing was, oh, Super Cena's gonna beat him. Nope,
No,
nah,
how didn't
nah, he didn't do that. That was when Suplex City was born that day, and
got suplex in oblivion.
he was beating the shit out of the boy.
So it seems your hearts have led you to obliteration.
He beat the shit out of the boy. Um, yeah. Video games, man.
Ooh,
What are you playing these days? What are you playing these days?
recently, um, I well, I just came off a stream a couple days ago playing Pokemon Unite, which is like the closest I've gotten to playing a modern Pokemon game in God knows
Sure,
how.
yeah.
Because I've recently got an obsession with doing with wanting to do a Nuzlocke. I've yet to do one.
Mm,
For those in context, Nuzlocke is a fan imposed challenge in a Pokemon game because the Pokemon games were intentionally made for children.
mm,
Mind you, grown folk need a challenge. So the Nuzlocke was born, and many sadistic motherfuckers decided to do it.
mm,
So I'm eventually gonna do one. But like, I'm playing Pokemon Unite. Um, I reluctantly got back into Fortnite, but I've low key kind of got back into Fortnite.
uh-huh.
But my one true love has been Monster Hunter. I love Monster Hunter. It's so
Okay.
yes, like cause like for me, I'm like it's kind of fulfilling like both like the inner shogun in me that's like, okay, I need like the best armor possible and like a big ass weapon to be like, nah, this is my shit. Like
Yeah.
the dominance, like But uh other than that, like I mean, I'm a big SoCal junkie, so I'll hit SoCalber occasionally. I just got my Switch back up and running finally, so I can run Smash again. I mean, it's a couple releases I'm looking forward to. Like, I'm gonna get into Metroid Dread when I'm able to cop it. Like, 'cause
Mm,
it's the Metroid junkie in me. I can't help it. I love Metroid.
yeah.
Um, Other than that, not too many games I've been playing recently. Like, oh wait, how rude of me. Tetris Effect. Like, I did not think I would be in a Tetris the way I am, but then this game came around and changed my whole fucking perspective on it. Like, it's pretty much like regular Tetris, but like a more of a visual makeover of it.
Hmm.
It's more aesthetically pleasing. Like, there's more sound effects and involvement and interaction. Like, it's really amazing. It's really a dope experience.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. I did. Okay. Let me ask you this question.
Uh-oh.
If you had to put a Mount Rushmore of Nintendo franchise characters, who are you putting up there? Because no, I feel like no other video game giant can boast the characters that Nintendo does. Because like
That is a fact.
no matter what four you put on Nintendo's Mount Rushmore, you're leaving somebody crazy off.
No, no, no. I get it. I get it in that regard. I will say my Mount Rushmore would be Mario, Zelda, well, Link, I'll say.
Yeah.
Mario, Link, Samus, Kirby.
Mm. Okay.
'Cause, like, that covers all the spectrums. Like, Mario is how a lot of people got in the game in the first place.
Sure. Facts.
Link slash Zelda, arguably enough because people confuse Link with Zelda. I don't know how. But like Zelda's like a lot of people's first foray into adventure games, exploration, backtracking, being able to find items to progress the game. You know what I mean? Salmon
You can argue that Zelda games are more important to Nintendo than Mario games. You can legitimately argue that.
it's arguable. It is arguable. And then with Samus, she was well, I know she wasn't the first woman lead protagonist in a game, but it, it's hard to
She,
argue how iconic she
yeah.
was. Like Samus set the standard for a lot of the people like Laura Croft, Aloy and Horizon, and Bayonetta. Like none of that would have been there if Samus wasn't there first. You know
That's
what I mean?
no, now that's a fact. She's a pioneer.
Yeah.
She
And
is
then
she's a pioneer.
yes, and Kirby for me, like Kirby is what a lot of Nintendo's casual audience I feel like will gravitate to. Like the cute, adorable graphics, but like at the same time,
Mhm,
there's still a bit of a challenge in there. You know what I mean?
mhm. But see, again, like I said, that leaves people out because technically you have to leave out Pikachu, unfortunately.
I look, goddamn it, look. I
That's a
love
Pokemon.
Pokemon, but let's be
Yeah,
honest. Like,
yeah. But then that also means you're leaving out Donkey Kong.
there we go.
You're leaving out Fox McCloud.
Come on.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying that that's the thing about Nintendo, man. They had so many people that you can just be like, oh man, they're so great. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. It's hard to argue, man, because they got so many iconic characters. Like,
They do a lot of damage, man. And yeah, man. I'm not mad at any of the choices you had because I would probably they probably be mine. Kirby's psychotic, by the way.
am I lying as far as it appealing to a casual audience? Like,
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. Um, yeah. So we what's called we definitely share in the anime world. Um, we share a lot of common interests of like what we like and what we don't like.
oof.
Um, so I'm gonna throw these this or that's at you, and you just you answer from there. All right.
Okay, go ahead, go ahead. I got
All
you.
right. Yusuke Urameshi or Gene from Samurai Champloo?
Like I got a soft spot for Gene, but it's gotta be Yusuke. Like the motherfucker's an icon. I can't deny that. It's gotta be Yusuke.
Okay. 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 And I always struggle with the pronunciation of the song. Was it Roxfinion? How you say it? It's a
Oh no, sir.
no. You have a whole song on the manifest, fool. It's the title of the song.
Razafon.
Yes, Rosafon or Sash Bell.
Ooh,
Yeah.
damn. Okay. Razafon is that spell. Uh, as much as I love the metaphor of Razafon being about music, it's gotta be Zatch Bell. Like, come on.
Okay. Okay.
It's gotta be Zatch. Like, bro, you got a spell book that means lightning will shoot out the motherfucker's mouth. Like, come on. Like, Zatch
Yeah,
like,
that's true. That's true.
he was the prototype to light. But anyway.
Seriously.
I knew you caught it. I knew you catch it.
Would you rather have a Death Note or the Seven Dragon Balls?
Pretty much any wish or death, right?
I mean, pretty much.
Dragon Balls.
Dragon Balls. Okay.
Cause the wishes go outside of death. I'm just saying.
That's true. That's true. You can get a lot of work done with the Death Note, though.
Well,
You can. You can get a lot of work done like really quickly with the Death Note.
well, we did discuss that in our discussion of Death Note. I just started watching anime.
Yeah, go watch that for real. Seriously. Okay. Would you rather?
Yes.
Oh man. Okay. Would you rather?
You know, it's
I'm bullshitting shit out of you know I am.
Shit, we here. Hey, fuck.
Would you rather? You seen Parasite before?
I know like bits and pieces of it. So yeah, I know the gist of Parasite. So yes.
We're not gonna do that one. Would you rather be in the world of Tokyo Ghoul or Attack on Titan?
You could have said Parasite, but hey.
They're all bad, so
Yeah, I was gonna say all of them in
they're
death.
all bad.
Oh.
They're all bad.
Say ghoul or titan. Victim of the bloodsuckers or the giant 15-meter motherfuckers. Shit. Well, the people are more oblivious in Tokyo Ghoul, so I'm gonna go Tokyo Ghoul.
Fair. That's fair.
Cause everybody's well aware of what the Titans are capable of in Attack on Titan. There's like a slight obliviousness to the ghouls. Like,
Yeah, because I feel like in Tokyo Ghoul, it's like, oh, this person seems normal, and you find out like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? So it's like a surprise. With the Titans, it's like, no, I'm really trying to avoid this at all costs. Actually,
literally, and it's funny enough, like that Nick mentioned this when we talked about Tokyo Ghoul. Like, if the story were more of like Rize interacting with Kaneki, then
yeah,
that would have been a much more interesting story for like the first season of Tokyo Ghoul.
yeah.
I'm
They
like,
blew
they might have hit
they
a
blew
valid.
their load on the first episode.
Yeah, cause everybody kind of saw the manga and saw what was coming, and I'm like, ooh, nah, that kind of like
Yeah,
blurred wayside, like fuck.
yeah. If you could take any anime and reboot it, whether because they didn't do it right the first time, or you just want to see a reanimation, or you want to see a different studio work on it, what anime would that be?
Dead Man Wonderland.
Okay, cool. I'm glad we're on the same page.
Dead. Cause like I talked about this literally like 2 days ago
Oh,
on Twitter. I'm like, bruh, we got hold out of so much character development,
yeah,
so much like of an actual conclusion to the season. I'm like, bro, you
yeah.
could have stretched out Dead Man to so many different seasons, bro. I'm like, that is probably the most circle jerk cliffhanger shit I've seen in any anime I've seen. And I'm like, bruh, did they escape? What happened to the Owl organization? What the like? I had so many fucking questions, fool. Like, ugh.
I ain't never been more disrespected in my life, bro.
Mind you, like the premise was like amazing. Like again, it's gonna be super gory, obviously, but at the same time, like, the suspense kept you going.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
yeah.
y'all couldn't conclude it with like,
They
oh,
rushed it, bro.
how did Garner's power get more powerful? Cool. How did Shiro eventually find out she was the wretched egg? Like, it was so many questions I had, man. I'm like, fuck, I never got the answer unless you read the manga. But still, like,
Yeah, that one screwed me. That's always my answer when I go to that.
that is easily my number one answer every time, Dead Man Wonderland.
That is always my go-to because it's like the premise is amazing, and
Yeah. Like,
like the first 4 or 5 episodes, you're like, okay, cool, they're doing a good job, and then the second half, it's like everything gets rushed. Like, okay, this is a new organization. Okay, no, now we're doing a coup. Okay, now everybody's out. Now what? Oh nope, anime's over.
no way. Nope. Ain't no way.
It's just it's so rushed, man. It's so rushed. Um,
Shit killed me, fool. Like,
yeah, dog. That's just to this day. I'm like, dog. They did that. We needed
it's
something better.
something if we're still talking about it in 2022. I'm
It's
just
crazy. They needed to go ahead and do. I thought what was that? Was that Gonzo? Was that Gonzo who did that? Or was
Gonzo
it,
was the main character, yes. Like,
yeah, but who? What was the studio? Do we know? I can't remember.
I think it was either Wit or Madhouse. Hold on, let me look it
Okay,
up. Look it up. Please continue the question.
I just remember being like, dog, like some 12 episodes. That's 12 episodes for a first season would have been fine, but like there was no follow up, and that's what blew me about that.
Fool, like, come on, bro.
If they had done the things correctly, then this could have been a 3 to 4 season anime series.
That could have been God tier, fool. I'm like, come on, bro. Like,
They let me down, man.
it could have been a God tier anime, but I'm like, bro, just one season. Like, come on, fool.
One season and didn't really complete anything. That's what pissed me off the most.
Um, oh shit, Manglo, the same people who did Champloo. Slash Michiko and Hachi.
No, that makes sense.
It
No, that makes sense. The animation was fine. There was nothing wrong with the animation.
was beautiful, but we got hold out on 12 episodes.
Animation was fine. The writers fucked me over. So
We got hold out on 12 episodes.
yeah, that was bad, bro. I don't like that at all.
We got hold
Uh,
out, bro. Like,
Terrible. I like to always conclude on the desert island question, and it's one movie,
okay,
one TV series,
okay.
one book, one album,
Oh shit.
one meal. Those 5 things. What you got?
Fuck. Okay. All right. Stick. I might need you to run it back for me because
That's fine. We'll break it down one at a time. So we'll start
yes.
with one movie.
One movie. One movie. Who all around movie I could watch like over and over. Ray would be like way too dramatic. I'm not gonna do it. I Robot.
I
That
Robot. Okay. Okay.
that is one of like my favorite movies, and I don't know why. It's like Will Smith went the fuck crazy in that movie.
Okay. That's fair. We'll go next to one book.
One book. One book. Again, I'm not under contract or anything, but if I had to pick Here's the Thing by B.A. Brooks.
I mean, listen. Great,
Like,
great, great, great book.
I mean, like, no, like, off of no bias shit. Like, nah, Stick, I really do appreciate what you did in that, in the imagery in that. Like, I really fuck with that. So, I would personally pick it. So,
Facts. Okay. We'll go next with one.
whoa.
Right. We'll go one TV series.
TV series. It's got to be Veronica Mars. Like, it's got to be.
Wow. Okay.
gotta be like, cause
Expound on that one, man.
yeah, because I don't think I ever really told you about that. So like the first two seasons of Veronica Mars, like my favorite TV series ever. Cause
Yeah.
like it might explain why I'm such a junkie for like mystery books and mystery novels and everything. But like I love a good mystery. And
Yeah.
Veronica Mars season 1 and 2 really did that very well. It was like the buildup didn't feel too convoluted.
Yeah.
It built up, gave enough hints to like what could have been coming. Like it was such a good buildup, and I love that because like there's so many series that give like, oh, let's overtly give who the villain is in the beginning, or like, let's not build up to who it actually is in the end. You know what I mean? Like it was a beautiful buildup with 1 and 2. So Veronica Mars, hands down.
Okay. Let's go one meal. One desert island. Yeah.
Meal. I'm gonna go with chicken parm. I'm gonna go with
Chicken parm. Okay.
because like if you got the noodles next to it, like it technically counts as the whole meal. So I'm like,
Sure. Yeah.
that's it. That's it. Like that's all you need. Like because chicken breaks up nice, noodles break up nice. I'll be good. I'll be straight.
Okay. And here's the one album.
I hate to hear. Oh my. Oh. Totally selfish answer. Soon enough by NishoSoul. No. That is not my actual answer. No. No. Let's see. Ooh. Of course, that would be the album that crossed my mind at this very question. This might sound crazy.
Okay.
Every album, but Get Lifted by John Legend, like that, like
Okay.
it's arguable that like, oh my god, like that shifted so much for me, like musically, man. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not saying all over, but like modern me is appreciative of that album for many reasons.
Okay.
I got memories with that album. It's like I could have picked like Luther Vandross, I could have picked Marvin Gaye, but like for me, John Legend Get Lifted. Like I can listen to that album and not feel like, man, I'm getting tired of this shit. I'm like, nah, I'm listening to this shit every time.
Yeah.
Who is this samurai?
That's dope, man. That's
you
dope.
know, not like I'm not influencing him singing wise or anything. Anyway.
Thanks. That's dope, man. Well, man, hey, man, I appreciate you staying with me for the one last class, man. That was dope.
Of course.
Love it.
That's indeed.